What's going on here? Ben and Jerry's organizes direct action against fascism to oppose Trump inauguration. Because that Trump inauguration, that fascist Trump inauguration is so terrifying. Didn't we see something here? Here we go. Let's see. The fascism, right? The fascism. Well, there's Obama having a laugh with the fascist, apparently. Like, just give it up already. It's obvious. It's obvious none of them think that he's actually a fascist or, Hitler too, or any of that. Look, there he is. Just give it up, Ben and Jerry's. What is this? This is the mind virus. This is the mind virus. They've been infected. They just exist to spread the mind virus now. Now, they still seem to have managed to hold on to a little bit of their actual core identity, even with the idea pathogen. Because look at stuff like this. So Ben and Jerry's demands return of stolen native land, except its own. In the U.S., Ben and Jerry's makes their ice cream on land where there was never any formal treaty with indigenous people. That's also true for their Canadian operations. Well, it sounds like they should be giving back their stolen land then, I guess, huh? Let's see. What does it say here? Ben and Jerry's, peace, love, and ice cream. And stolen land, apparently. Oh, so I take issue with this peace, love, and ice cream. I mean, what, they delivered food? They gave free food to the Chaz? They were killing each other, literally killing each other in there. The commie Capitol Hill autonomous zone or whatever. It was just a bunch of commies, and they started shooting each other. After the ice cream maker, Ben and Jerry's publicly berated both the U.S. and Canada for being built atop stolen land. A U.S. indigenous nation is asking that the company start by returning the stolen land on which its Vermont headquarters are located. I wonder if they ever did give that stolen land back, huh? Because they seem they're so lefty and they're for peace, love, and all that. Let's see. No, Ben and Jerry's has not given land to indigenous people in the United States or Canada. In fact, the ice cream company has been criticized for its calls for the return of stolen land. No, Ben and Jerry's has not given the land back. How about that? Isn't that crazy? Why wouldn't they? Must have forgotten. It must have slipped their mind. Maybe they're just trying to decide how much land to give back, possibly. Who knows? Leftist ice cream company Ben & Jerry's is working to organize a direct action against fascism to oppose President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. The People's March will take place on January 18th in Washington, D.C., as well as other locations across the country. The ice cream shop sent a newsletter encouraging customers to protest and dissent. The world is so weird now that sometimes you need to stop and smell the roses. Sometimes you need to stop and just go, wait a second, ice cream company is against fascism? What? Ice cream company thinks that Trump's a fascist and is for weird communist takeovers of city blocks in Seattle? What? What's going on? Ice cream company, ice cream company is a weird Marxist organization. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, they still seem to be doing the capitalism thing fairly well, although I can't help but thinking eventually this stuff is going to hurt them badly. I haven't looked at their stocks. Maybe we'll do that later. But you have to think eventually this stuff is going to hurt them. Maybe get woke, go broke. Who knows? Power to the people. On January 18th, we're joining the People's March in Washington, D.C. and beyond to send an urgent message to the incoming administration. You work for the people, and we're here to hold you accountable. Ben & Jerry's wrote, why did they do any of this to Biden? Here we go. Peace, love, and ice cream. Well, they should be against the whole Ukraine war thing. That's a horrible, horrific war. A horrific war. So they should be against that. I haven't heard them say anything about it, though. Weird. So strange. Ben & Jerry's has a history of supporting leftist progressive causes, such as the infamous 2020 Defund the Police movement, in which the company supplied food to rioters during the violent Chaz occupation in Seattle. People actually died in that. Let's see. The company has a subsection on its website dedicated to progressive activism. Let's go to their website for a second. Where is it? Let's see. It says here, our progressive values. says capitalism and the wealth it produces do not create opportunity for everyone equally. Well, it's true that socialism does create lack of opportunity and poverty for everyone equally. Why don't they just give their company to Venezuela or something? I don't really understand. Or just, again, give their land back to the native people. I don't know. Do something. It seems like, in a sense, they're not really serious, but they like the fashion around it. They like the aesthetics. What a weird thing. Capitalism. You guys are capitalists and you ain't giving your company away. Have you given your company away have you given the means of production away to the workers yet? Ben and Jerry's. No, no, no. Oh, weird. Because you got this, you don't seem to think much of capitalism. Huh? When are you going to do that? Not yet. Not yet. Oh, okay. Well, keep me informed, I guess. Let's see. What do we got here? We stand with Georgia's trans youth and those who love them. We need to rewrite this. We stand with Georgia's trans youth and those who chemically castrate them and give them double mastectomies and prevent them from growing into healthy adult bodies. How about that? We stand with Georgia's trans youth and those who tell their parents that if they don't go through these experimental procedures, that they'll kill themselves. How about that? So you need to do some work there. Some copy editing is required. What do we got here? Defund the police. Here's something for them. Affordable housing, job training, mental health counseling. Whatever happened to those counselors they were going to have, by the way? Like they're going to replace the police with counselors. We're going to deal with everything. What happened to that? Huh. Yeah, none of this really worked out. They tried to defund the police thing and nobody liked it very quickly because it's insane. All right. What else do we got here from them? All right. So this was kind of funny from Colette Harrington. Introducing Ben & Jerry's new commie flavor, Wokey Brokey. That's Karl Marx, Wokey Brokey, made on stolen land in Vermont. The hammer and sickle there, Antifa. Again, sometimes you got to stop and smell the roses or smell the turds. This is a turd. Sometimes you just have to stop and go, how does this make sense? How does this company even make sense? How are they even still in business? Let's see, what did they have here? Change is brewing. Change is brewing. Really, it's just a bunch of chemical sugar. really, that's really just what it is. But change is brewing, great. Liberation. From what exactly? From capitalism? I mean, then you'd have to be liberated from Ben and Jerry's ice cream. How's any of this making sense? What else we got here? Oh yeah, Colin Kaepernick teams up with Ben and Jerry's for new ice cream flavor. So this didn't age well. Colin Kaepernick's changed the world. Non-dairy. This didn't age well, actually. He's kind of disappeared. This is the guy who made a video about an expensive video to inform the public that playing for the NFL was the same as slavery. I'm not joking. Watch it yourself. He's actually saying that. It's fucking insane. By the way, now, since he's been desperately trying to get back into it again. So I guess maybe it wasn't so bad after all. I think what happened with Colin Kaepernick is he made a bunch of money. He had the Nike deal. He made a ton. And he surrounded himself with a bunch of commies who redistributed his money to themselves and then disappeared when there was nothing left to redistribute, or that he cottoned on to what was happening. Sad, sad story, as old as communism. Just ask Karl Marx's friends. Let's see, there was Pecan Resist. Pecan Resist. Justice Remixed. What happened to Lemon Looter? What happened to Lemon Looter or Almond Arsonist? How about that one? Oh, they didn't come up with those ones for some reason. I wonder why. I wonder why they ignored that. Why they didn't make an ice cream flavor for that. I made a couple myself. I did Ben and Jerry's Commie Creep. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.